Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger back with another MUT video. So the Game Time promo dropped yesterday. Sorry you didn't get my typical promo day breakdown of it. I was tailgating all day and at the game all night for Eagles Cowboys last night. So we're going to catch up on things today. I'll be back home tomorrow. We'll get back to kind of our regular schedule. But I will miss Legends tomorrow, and that's actually where I want to start. If you did not know, the two Legends dropping, and EA will officially reveal them later tonight, are going to be Larry Fitzgerald and Ed Reed. So if they meet either your theme teams, you want to make sure that you're knocking out your weekly spotlight content, whether that's the field pass or the objectives, which did refresh this past Wednesday, a couple days ago. Knocking out your weekly spotlight objectives, playing your legend solos, your team of the week solos, and your collector series solos. Lots of opportunities to earn those spotlight tokens, and if you can get up to 25 of them, and again, we don't know what the attributes look like, but if you want one of those players just because of their names, we got Larry Fitz and Ed Reed, and we'll see the official attributes on those to see if they're actually worth it. I would expect that Ed Reed would be pretty good, but he's short, and there's a lot of good safeties in the game. Larry Fitzgerald, on the other hand, is very tall, but they're probably going to make him a bit slow, so we'll have to wait and see. Abilities aren't really huge right now, so I'm not really too concerned about those, but that's that for the content tomorrow. And when I get back tomorrow, I'm still going to the Syracuse home opener, so we'll have a video tomorrow evening, but it's definitely going to be late, and I'll probably just be talking about the market and everything else going on in the game. Now, let's talk about the Game Time promo. It all starts with a welcome pack by now. Again, a lot of you have probably already made your decision on this one, but if you don't know how it works, well, then you're watching the correct video here. So, again, the welcome pack is going to feature two choices. Not a fan of this. I rather EA let us get both of the players and upgrade one right away or whenever we want to, and if we ever want to change our mind, we can actually do that. Unfortunately, for like a third promo in a row, you're not going to have that choice. So you have Tyleik Williams or Matthew Golden. I mean, really, it's this, right? Matthew Golden, short but 88 stock speed. People like speed at the wide receiver position. I'm sure a lot of you probably picked this card, and if you haven't, it's probably the one that you're probably going to want to go with. But just keep in mind, we get wide receivers all the time, and obviously this one's free versus other cards are not going to be, but it's more of a flooded popular position where we're going to get a ton of content, whereas defensive tackle, boring position but necessary, and you can boost up your D-line. This card's really good. So what I will likely do here is go with Tyleik Williams on my main account, but try out Matthew Golden over on my no money spent. But either way, you can upgrade either of these cards to an 87 overall for free. You're not going to be able to do that today or tomorrow. You got to wait for part 2 of the Game Time promo for more solos, more field pass objectives. But those are your two welcome pack players. Again, pick the one that's going to fit your team the best, but just keep in mind of the longevity of these cards because they're free BND cards. You want to try to get the guy that's going to be on your roster for as long as possible. As you start earning those upgrade tokens, you're going to go to the player card, go to the upgrade tab, and put them into the upgrade path, just like you do with Season 1 players. Here's just what Tyleik Williams looks like at his full 87 overall. Now, to get those upgrade tokens, the number 1 place is going to be your Game Time solo challenges, and maybe I misspoke earlier, I'm not sure here, but I'm looking at the available solos. You have 32 stars on the AFC side, 32 on the NFC side, which equals 64. I know that because I'm good at math, and if you take a look at the milestone rewards, they max out at 64 stars. So if you complete all of the solos that are available right now, which you certainly can, you're going to get 2 Game Time upgrade tokens for your welcome pack player, about 15,000 coins, and then it looks like 4 different packs where you can either take coins. You got 78 plus BND player packs, 80 plus BND player packs. The tier 7 reward has an 82 plus BND player pack. I mean, coin is always going to be king, so you might just want to take the coin, but if you have a lot of coin or a decent coin amount, you can YOLO it with the player packs there and just hope that you get something good. But if you're kind of broke, you don't have a ton of coin to spend, you need to make upgrades pretty badly, honestly, I would go through and take the coins at all of these packs. In totality, you'd be looking at about 50k. It's not a ton, but it could definitely help you get the next player to upgrade your squad rather than, putting it all on luck and hoping these B&D packs hit. If they don't, you can always quick sell those players, and of course, there's a lot of options, and when we get to the store, we'll show you that. There's a lot of options out there to spend training on like limited promo packs, and then also, have packs that you can open up on a weekly basis. Versus. And a great place to earn packs that are going to give you a lot of training are going to be the new events that go in with the game time program. So a little confusing because there's 4 different sections here. We'll start with the versus CPU, which is obviously going to be the easiest. So you basically have one game mode where you're going to need game time players in your lineup to be able to enter it, and that's going to be the one that does not have the word showcase in it, so the game time clash versus the CPU. And the rewards in this game mode are going to be better than the ones where you don't have that lineup restriction. So if you can get the appropriate players in your lineup to enter these game modes, that's the route that you're going to want to go. So I believe the way this one works is with a score here, and that means you should get all of these rewards as you earn the XP. But if you get all the way up to level 6, you get a 78 plus player pack and then a 76 plus player pack. These are events player packs, which now means they're going to contain one of the 3 following promo players. It's all going to be random, but it starts with a preseason showdown promo, which is a while ago. There's campus hero cards in this pack, and then finally the newest promo, which is going to be the game time promo, which will likely be the last Thursday promo for Season 1 that's going to be part of these events player packs. So if you've been hanging on to any of these and you open them up now, you might be able to get game time player cards out of them. But if you're an offline only player, I mean, I would try to get the appropriate people into your lineup to enter this one and just spam it over and over and over again. If you get cards that are worth a decent amount of coin, you can sell them. If not, you can quick sell those cards and add it to the training that you're earning with all of the other various free packs that you can earn in the game. And again, if you're not able to meet that lineup restriction, you have the Game Time Clash Showcase, which is free to enter. Both of these do not have an entry fee, but this one's just not going to give you the same rewards. The rewards won't be as good, although I'm looking at it and it feels like these aren't half bad either for at least the versus CPU section. So you guys let me know if you're an offline grinder, which one have you been playing out of these 2 since it dropped yesterday? Now, if you're a competitive player, you like to play online, you have the Time's Up event. Again, there's 2 different versions. One that you need to have at least 2 82 plus and 2 84 plus game time players in your lineup to be able to enter. And this one has better rewards leading up to your 5 flawless runs. And what I mean by that is if you go into either game mode, the goal here is to go 5-0. If you're able to do it once, you get a flawless run pack. That flawless run pack is going to contain additional Season 1 event pass player packs. If you're able to go 5-0 5 different times, you don't have to do it 5 times in a row, but if you're able to do it 5 different times, you get a token that you can trade in for a free 87 overall game time champion. You can actually get that same token by going 5-0 5 different times in this game mode as well, which doesn't have that lineup restriction. So if that's your end game goal there and that's all you want, this one might actually be easier, but the rewards leading up to that 5th flawless run are way better in the Time's Up head-to-head version that does have the lineup restrictions. And if you do get that token, head on over to your Season 1 events filter under item sets here, and you can trade that token in, again, for a free 87 of your choice. I still have a token from going 9-0 in the Campus Heroes House rules from last week. Hanging onto that token now allows me to use it and get, Travis Hunter for free if I want. If you're unaware, there is a part 2 to this program coming out next week, and the 87 overall champions are Charvarius Ward, Evan Ingram, Ashton Jeanty, Joey Bosa, and then Derwin James Jr. So if you want any of those cards, you can hang on to the token and wait for part 2, and they should be in this Game Time Fantasy Pack that you can complete this set with that token. The Game Time Field Pass is going to be the other spot where you get the upgrade tokens for your Welcome Pack player and a bunch of other free packs and coins. There is also in your Season 1 Field Pass objectives related to the Game Time program, so you can get more XP, and if you've been up to date on your dailies, you should be able to now max out the Season 1 Field Pass, which again is coming to a close really soon, to upgrade the Game Time Field Pass. You probably know this by now, but playing your solos, completing sets, which is not mandatory. You can usually get by without doing these objectives. You just have to do everything else. The statistical objective section is always going to be the main place where you go out there and knock out these objectives with 2+ promo players in your lineup to get the majority, the bulk of the XP within the program field pass. The events that we just went over a minute ago, just simply playing those games with 2+ players. Actually, you don't need the players in your lineup. Just simply playing the game mode will give you XP. Winning games with 2+ players in most game modes in the game will also give you XP. And then we also have the first big MCS kickoff event of the year. It's September 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Just tuning into that and having your account set up for Twitch drops will give you additional XP within this program. Make sure that you do have your account set up for Twitch drops. If you don't, I did put out a video breaking it all down earlier in the year. There's going to be a free player that you can earn by tuning into this event on the 10th as well. Earlier, like months ago, MUT Leaks leaked that it was a Minkah Fitzpatrick card, so we'll see if that still ends up being the choice, but he could be the free player that you can earn. And earning all of that XP within this field pass, of course, are going to give you all of these rewards. We talked about the upgrade tokens that you're going to use for your welcome pack player. That's actually the final reward here. So there's no free champion. There is an 84+ at the level 14 route there, or level reward. I would probably take the 84 at least on that one, but you do have the option to take 20k, and it looks like you have those coin offers just like the solo challenge pack rewards at most of these levels that feature a pack. If you want to complete sets for any of the champions that dropped yesterday, or pre-build sets for the Part 2 champions that we talked about a moment ago, here are the set requirements: 5 cards, 2 84+ game time players, 3 additional 84 to 85 overall players. 5 cards go into the set. In return, you get a fantasy pack that'll give you all of the Part 1 champions right now, and then the Part 2 champions, again, will update into that pack. Don't complete the set until after those cards come out, if that's what you're doing, but those should update. As far as the cards that dropped yesterday, 2 LTDs. Remember, for the game last night, go Birds. Zach Bond is going to get that +1 speed because the Eagles won, so he will jump up to 86 speed. As far as when that happens, I do not have any idea on when EA is going to make that change. And the same thing will apply for the 87 overall champions after these games are played. So whoever wins between the Commanders and the Giants, you're going to see +1 speed. Obviously, that's going to help Javon Holland a whole heck of a lot more than it will Laramie Tunsil. And then on the other side, you have the Panthers and Jags, and Travis Hunter, which can play wide receiver, is probably the best card that dropped yesterday. 6'1", 88 speed. You're going to hopefully get him up to 89 if the Jags happen to win. And then you got man and zone coverage at 85. I'm probably going to redeem my token from last week's House Rules to get this card for free. He was selling for like 600k yesterday. If I was at home, I probably would have redeemed it and sold him and just bought him back later, because he's already down about 70k since yesterday afternoon. But he, to me, is definitely the best out of these 4 cards. And Javon Holland also looks really good from a user standpoint, a ball hawking free safety if you happen to need one. So 2 of the 4 champions really good. Laramie Tunsil's not bad, he's just boring. And McMillan's good too. I mean, 86 speed and 6'4", another very, very good receiver. So really a great content drop yesterday. And as far as pack offers go, I'll probably open this one up here before it expires, but you got the $25 offer that's going to give you a fairly high chance at a champion level card. 53% there. You might be able to get an LTD out of it. You get some other cards in the pack as well. So if there was a pack you were going to spend money on from this promo, this is the one. You got your step offers, which typically lead to spending a lot more than you probably want to. You got your $100 bundle that guarantees you a champion level card. And if we go over to the training store, this is what I was talking about earlier. You do have your standard rerolls. These have been bad for several years now, but if you're earning enough free packs throughout the week and then quick selling those packs because you get, cards that just aren't worth much on the auction house, you can typically build up enough training to open up a pack like this at least once a week. And you got an 80+ 950 training pack here. It's non-BND. You get to pick 2 of 3 players, so it's really 2 80+s. And, that's a great usage of training. The other option, which I've talked about a ton, is these weekly Spotlight token packs. So Team of the Week, Legends, and Collector Series, they're now going to be 950 training, but they give you basically 379 plus players from the associated program and 3 Spotlight tokens, which we know leads to champion level cards of your choice. So this is better usage of your training, but I don't want you to go out there and spend coins to buy cards to quick sell for training to get these. Only open up these packs with the training that you're earning from all of these free packs that you can earn, whether it's from the events or the versus CPU section if you're playing solo seasons. The packs for the most part stink, but you can get enough stinky packs to turn it into something good with the training that's provided. And then just one more reminder, if you missed it on Wednesday, you can now purchase the 87 overall upgrade token. So if you want to upgrade your Season 1 players, go for it. Remember, Season 1 tickets will convert over to Season 2 at a 1-to-1 ratio. At least that's what they did last year. So it's not a bad idea to save some for Season 2 as well. That's all I got. We'll see you tomorrow late afternoon with another video. Thank you for watching this one. I'm out. Peace.